Hello guys, welcome to this wonderful tutorial on Packet Tracer. In this video, I'm going to be giving you a general overview of the Packet Tracer user interface. I'm going to be explaining every feature that the Packet Tracer have for you so that you can easily be able to use the Packet Tracer application. So first of all, let's understand the environment. So in this very environment, you see some basic features, you see some icons, you see some titles. So let's just go over it. So at the very top of the Packet Tracer, you can see where my mouse pointer is. It's called the title bar. In this very title bar, you have the title of the application and some minimize, maximize button, and then the close button. So after that, we have what we call the menu section. The menu area or the menu bar represents the bar that contains your file, edit, options, view, tools, extensions, windows, and help. So this menu bar or menu section contains different commands. It contains drop-down commands. When I click on the file, I'll have different commands like new, open, samples, recent, save as PKZ, and print or exit and log out or exit. So these features, with the new option, you can create a new workspace or a new project. With the open, you can open an existing project. With the open samples, you can open samples of existing work that came with the Packet Tracer. With the recent file, you'll be able to see the recent jobs you have done in Packet Tracer. Save is to save your work, which is normally Ctrl S on your keyboard. Save as is to save either as a different format or in a different location. Save as PKZ is to save as a Packet Tracer file format. And the print is to print your work, and exit logout is to exit and log out from the application, and the exit is just to log out from the window, the application window. Now in the edit section, you can be able to copy, which is Ctrl C, to paste, Ctrl V, undo and redo. These are just the features found in the edit section. When we go to the option section, we have the preference, the algorithm, the user profiles, and the view command log. For view, we have the different views that we have on the Packet Tracer. The zoom view, where you can zoom in and zoom out or reset the zoom. The toolbars, where you check the different tools, and then which contains the main tool, secondary tool, and bottom tool. The simulation mode, the real-time mode, logical overview, physical view, show viewport, and show workspace list. All these are things we're going to be looking at further in our tutorials. We have other things like the tools, which contain the drawing palette, the custom device, scripting, project manager, and cluster. We have the extension, which comes with activity wizard, listening port, multi-user, APC, scripting, and clear terminal, Marvel, and resource attributes. Windows just shows you the window that you are working on, or if you're working on multiple projects, it shows multiple windows. It will display the number of windows that has been opened. Help is to seek help or from Packet Tracer. That is get a general overview of getting started, content, tutorials, and report a bug on an issue, and to see the about section. So that is it. Now after the menu bar, we have what we call the shortcut tools, the shortcut bar, the shortcut icons. These icons are basically shortcuts from the menu bar. All right, like the new, you already have the new from the file. This is also new. All right, this is also open, this is also save, this is also print. All these are already in the menu bar. All the sections are already discussed, or they are shortcut icons from the menu bar. That's just basically it. So likewise, all these are also part of the shortcut. Now we have two different views in our Packet Tracer. We have the logical mode and the physical mode. The logical mode is where you draft out, use all your set up all your Packet Tracer devices and do the connections. And here is where you handle or you put together all end devices to achieve whatever topology you want in Packet Tracer. So we're going to look at that generally. So this is just, and then this very ash background or ash piece that you're seeing here is what we call the workspace. So whatever I'm doing in the logical view, it's been applied on the workspace. This workspace, I pick all my devices and drop on the workspace to be able to achieve the logical view of any topology I am working on. For the physical view, it has to do with seeing, in the physical view, some tools will be deactivated, and then you will be able to see how the representation of all of what you have done on the logical view is just to see the live presentation of what you of any topology you have already implemented or you want to implement. Take for instance, we are working on a school project where we are working on let's say connecting a campus to different devices and facilities. So all we have to do is have a get the picture of a physical building which we implement here, and everything that we're doing that has to do with that very physical building in networking it will be done here, giving us a glimpse of the physical representation of that very project. Excellent. So back to our logical view. So we are now going to be talking about the different tools that we have or different devices that we have in the logical view in Packet Tracer. So in this very environment, you will notice that we have this very section that has to do with the connection, the tools that we are going to be using. So these are different tools. We have the networking tools. They are placed in different categories. We have the network tools, we have the end devices, we have the components, we have the connections, and then we have the miscellaneous and the multi connections. So here in this network devices, once you click on the network devices, this very section here, which is this long box, is a display, or let's call it more like a rack, where all these very network devices are placed. It's just, this is the tool and then the list of tools. Okay, take this as going into a supermarket. In a supermarket you have different sections with different items. Now if you want to buy, if you're looking for the section to buy let's say toothbrushes and toothpaste, all that section, you will be directed here, and all that section will contain the same items. So now this particular section where we have network devices, all right, once we click on network devices, it will take us to where all network devices here in this very section is the shelf where network devices are kept. All right, so you open and you can see all the list of network devices we have, the different network devices that are available here. Now here is what we have as the end devices. If I click on the end devices, we all know what our end devices are: your laptop, your desktop, your projector, right? So now once I click on end devices, all the list of end devices are going to be going to be listed here. The PC, the laptop, the server, all these are end devices, even your TV, your telephone, and all that, including the VoIP. You can see VoIP as voice over IP. We also have the components. Components are different components that we use in our Packet Tracer. All right, we have the board, the SBC board, and other components here. Now here is where we have the connections. These connections represents different cables that we use in connecting the network devices to the end devices, or connecting the end devices to end devices. You can connect end device to end device and connect end device to network device. Yeah, so any topology we are trying to achieve, we achieve that by using our connections. And connections consist of different cables. This first one is our automatic connector. All right, this very first one is just an automatic connector. We have other different connectors which we are going to be seeing. There are different use in this very class. All right, here we have miscellaneous, that are extra tools that are not found in the network tools. This miscellaneous is not specific to category. You can see we have our routers there, switch here, we have even a laptop and a PC. These are just miscellaneous. And then we have multi-user. These are multi-user connectors. All right, so we are going to be looking at every of this. So notice something: whenever I click on the network devices, we have this name of the network devices appears, and other network devices in these very categories appear here. You can see in these network devices, when I click on it, we have specifically this network device that appeared here, mostly on this very rack, are mostly routers. So in the subcategory here, we have the routers, the switch, the hubs, all right, the wireless devices, and then security devices, that's the firewall, and the WAN emulation. So these also are subcategories of network device. If I click on PC, all right, the end devices. Now other devices that are not listed here, we have them in the subcategories. Under the PC, we have all the different kind of end devices here, and then additionally we have another simulation area, that the subcategory. In a home, we have home, we have smart city, we have industrial, and we have the power grid. All right, these are other subcategories that can be added into this very logical or physical view. So that is that about this very section. And let's go to this very area where we have, here you can see in this very area we have scenario. You can simulate scenarios here. All right, that is specify the scenario I'm working on. All right, if I'm working on scenario, I'll just put this is scenario 0. If I want another scenario, I'll just click on new and I'll create another scenario. We're going to be seeing how this work live when we go into different projects. So this is real time. Whatever you are doing right now, okay, when you do any connection, you are working in real time. And once you do that and you're done and you ping, you see the motion is done in real time. Everything moves together. All right, simulation has to do with, you know, a view of how this this project you just implemented works. All right, so when we simulate, with us the simulation view is to see how it will work in real time or in real life. All right, so it's just an environment that just shows you how this thing works. All right, so this is just it. If you have any question pertaining anything that requires more clarity, you just drop it in the comment section of this very video and I will definitely come back to attend to it. So thank you for watching this wonderful video. See you in the next one.